All right. What if I was to tell you that you could build your own professional looking capes, die cut, or basically that you can die cut anything, business cards, gift labels, fancy things that you want to be cut out fancy. Now, you know Crafsman likes toys, so it's probably going to be, I'm going to use it for toys, yeah. But I thought this technique it's so easy, and I felt like so useful and repeatable that I just had to do a video about it. This is the key ingredient to the entire thing, and our main inspiration. This is some blank steel rule material that I got off of eBay. Readily available. Steel rule makers use it. I'm gonna see if we can bend it into a shape by hand, basically. Let's go. Now, I've never made a cape before besides just cutting one with scissors, but the point of this is to get a crispy, clean, nice, uniform edge quickly. There's probably much better materials. I grabbed some felt material and some scissors and just started going to town on it. And this is kind of what we're looking like. Anyway, it's, a little bit fuzzy, whatever. But we after the broad shape right there, the main, whoa, we want that nice curvature. Okay, so let's take that and transfer it onto us a block of wood. And this is just some 3/4 inch plywood material. And I'm just working it up to that line. And now we got us a wood form right there. Now we went ahead and drilled us a hole in it too. So, but this is what we're going to use to kind of define our curve, and we're going to work our metal to that surface. All right, let's do this. All right, so I've got a little form here that we just y'all saw how rough I did this, okay? Imagine how much better y'all's is going to be. Got a little hole drilled in it, and I've got our steel rule, our steel die material right here. And this, if you've been with me for a while, you might remember the Peppy Tool ring band. Look at this thing. It's seen better days, but man, it has held up. I still recommend this tool. They have not paid me anything. I like it. Now hold on just a minute now don't click off just because if you don't have a specialty tool. Like I said, I've had this thing probably more than a decade probably, but if you don't have it, look here, rig you something up with a vise. Even better than that is if you've got you like a quick, look at that, one of these like quick release. It's not bolted down, but look, you could use that. And if nothing else, come on, just get you some pliers, and let's see here. You can bend with just regular by hand. You could do this by hand even. Come on, I'm just trying to tell you. So the idea with this hardened steel like this is it's got some spring to it. So we're going to do incremental bending. That's the secret. All right, it's not just, you can't just bend it and have it keep a shape. You've got to put strategic bends. All right, so let's get going. I like to orientate my flat edge like that to where that's against my design. So like, see, like that right there, that's what I'm going to do. And I like to also, I say all this like I'm an expert. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm going to pre-bend because I know these corners are hard to do. So let's go ahead and pre-bend that corner. So I'm going to try this right here. And let's I just want to get it a little bit started. That's all we're doing. All right. Look at that. That's a cute little angle. All right. So now that I've got, and by the way, we could have just terminated. We could have just like started and come around and then just had it end right here, like this piece separate and make a U shape, instead of doing them hard bends. But I wanted to go ahead and make it all kind of be as one piece as possible. I don't know, I feel like that's going to give us a nicer edge. So now that we've got that, I'm going to come in here and just basically I'm going to kind of mark where our bends need to be. And very much going to be incremental, this process. We getting there slowly but surely. Like I said, it's an incrementation process. We just kind of pop, 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 pop. They make these devices. Maybe I'll do a little insert shot. They make these devices that'll do this automatically. Look at that, how cool! Click, click. But we doing it this way. We're gonna save, you know, some couple $100 or whatnot. But yeah, let's go. And I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but look here, we just gonna keep it low tech today. Low tech paper. So let's get that thing on there. All right. You know, look, it might not be the prettiest, but it's close enough for government work. This right here is going to actually be the easiest part, because this one is just a circle, which actually I find to be easier to bend. Yeah, because it is a ring bender basically, so that's kind of what it's made for. But you want to see if it fits in there. Oh. Let's see. Oh, I may have to make some kind of little adjustment right there. Let me get my file. But I'm going to try to be careful because this is sharp, y'all, okay? So, let's see. I got to looking, and that 3/4 ply, that's kind of thick. Look at that. Let's see there. I would like to have our blade sticking up higher in case we want to add some springy foam, some release foam. So let me set this shot up. So what I did was, wow, I made us a thinner copy. Just traced it. Now, here's where you may want to drill and add some screws around here, you know. But Crafsman is using some JB. Oh, is using some JB weld. Is this the recommended way? No, probably not. A big part of my channel is showing you a janky way of doing something that actually still works, to inspire you to make something less janky that actually still works. We'll clean this mess up real quick. And to show you how easy all this is, I made a second custom die and attached it all together using super glue and baking soda. Okay, so basically our die is going to go right here, and we're going to roll it under here. Now, you can use a press, whatever you got, but back when we were doing our free-range chicken, see this big old die? We had it custom made, and it actually cuts out a cardboard box that you can fold up. Well, this was more of an automated process. They had CNC and laser and drilling in and stuff that'll do this short for you. But what I wanted to point out, this has cutting dies as well as embossing dies for folding. So that's kind of neat. But this is the machine we use. So we're going to use this today. But you can use a press. This is what we're trying to cut. This is some pretty thick, I want to say like 30 gauge or something, some vinyl. And we're going to cut some of this into some manageable strips. And let's actually try this thing. get that right. Ah. All right, now for the moment of truth right here. Yeah, I like it because it's gonna be a snug. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Look at that now. Look at that. Shaw. Look at that. Look at that. We in business now, y'all. Definitely reusable. And look, I'm sure that you can get even better results than this right here, but I am just tickled pink about this now. Yeah. I hope you can use this technique, whether on toys or leatherworking or clothing, packaging, stickers. You do so many possibilities with this. Hey, I want to mention real quick that we have a clips channel. TCM Clips is where we put short stuff that doesn't quite fit on the main channel. So think of crafting tips and helpful clips in a bite-sized format. Huge thank you to our direct supporters on Patreon and Ko-fi. If it wasn't for y'all, this video right here and a few hundred others just would not exist. Simple as that. Thank you so much. I encourage you to DIY, do it yourself. I love y'all and keep on steady crafting.